Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and this book is going to be the last book of December of 2020. So this is The Wicked As You Wish by Chupeco. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, I cannot pronounce anything. So this was a fairy book that I got in December last year, which has now been a year since I've been getting Fairy Loot. And this was when they had two books, and this obviously was released in March. Now, also with that, I've got a new book box coming as well, which has another book by her, which I'm by this author. Sorry, I don't know if it's her. I can't remember the thing, but I am really looking forward to it. So this is the front cover, what it looks like, and it's pretty stunning. This is a book one, so there's definitely going to be more series. Because just reading the ending of this, I was like, ahem, what the heck just happened? So there's that. So, we go to the back. You see the front, as you see. And here's the bag. So you have those of marking, popping, and then the blurb. Sorry if you can't see as much, but this is what it's going to do until I finish filming all my collection videos, which I'm almost done. So it says on here, an unforgettable alternative, the history fairytale series from the author of the Bone Witch trilogy, about found family, modern day magic, and the finding the places you belong. Many years ago, the magical kingdom of Avalon were left desolate and encased in ice when the evil Snow Queen waged her war against a powerful country. Its former citizens are now refugees in the world mostly devoid of magic, which is why the Crown Prince and his protectors are stuck in Arizona. Prince Alexei and the sole survivor of Avalon royal family is hiding in a town so boring that magic doesn't even work there. Few know his secret identity, but his friend Tala is one of them. Tala doesn't mind, she has a secret of her own. Namely, she's a spellbreaker, someone who can negate magic. Then hope for their abandoned homeland reunites with a famous creature of legend and the Avalon's most powerful weapon, the Firebird. It appears for the first time in decades, Alex and Tala unite with a ragtag group of new friends to journey back to Avalon for a showdown that would change the world as they know it. So that was the front, but the back of it. So obviously we did get a kind of a copy. Obviously this is not a hardback, even though it says hardback there. But if I could turn the page, obviously I've been reading both on the Audible and by book. So this is other books that she has also written. Look at the Firebird. And I want to get to this one. This little thing says, "Fairs do not harm, king though may be. The divine right to magic is no cause to be as wicked as you wish. By the maiden keep a cycle, the matter of Avalon." So, it starts off with Tala. Basically, he trains with his... She trains with her family, well, her father, who we find out that her father is actually someone who obviously her family worked with the king there, and all of a sudden the Snow Queen was actually in love with her dad, because her dad would go to her and will pretty much enter the kingdom and give her flowers and presents and talk to her for a while, you know, stuff like that, how romance happened. And then obviously he found someone new, which was Tala's mother, who also has the magic to kind of navigate magic and diffuse it kind of thing. So breaks spell breakers, which is pretty cool. So she can't use her full powers just yet. She doesn't know exactly how to do it. Then she goes to school. You know that everyone thinks she's weird. She likes this guy called Riker, but Riker is someone who she thought not to be. We all thought he's a jock, but instead he's just a jackass. And this book has quite a few swearings in it, and I did not believe it. So I was listening to the Audible, and all you heard was just words, and I was like, excuse me, what just happened? So there's that. So with that as well, silence. And obviously then Alex comes in and her family's like, this is Alex, just don't tell anyone about who he really is, saying stuff like blah blah blah. And he goes to school acting like normal, and then these other people comes in saying that they're looking for Alex and the Firebird. Now the Firebird always stays with the prince or the king, whatever you call it. And the Firebird has strong powers that it seems that Alex knew throughout the book. He knows how to use the Firebird powers, but no one is willing to. He's not willing to use it or like tell his friends about it. He has these guys. So you got Tala, you got Zoe, who has like a whip thing that she like gives electricity. You have Ken, who's I'm trying to think from my top of my head because I've literally finished this like a day ago and I can't remember most of it. That's why I should have filmed it yesterday. Whoops. So it's his best friends. So one of them is like a dog. He's like a wolf. He can sense dogs, sense animals, and he can speak to them, which is quite cool. And throughout the story, they get attacked by these winter soldiers or ice soldiers, or ice agents. And throughout the whole story, they're trying to run away to get to Avalon. They go through a magic portal, like Alice. They said they have to go down a rabbit hole, like how Alice in Wonderland would. They mentioned Peter Pan in this, and they said that apparently that place, Neverland, pretty much disappeared, or something. Not disappeared, like got broken down because Peter Pan and Hook created a massive explosion, and they both died. And I was like, what? No, that can't be. And for that situation as well, they go through that whole situation. Now they go to meet someone else. The priestess knows that they're there, and she knows about Tala, that she can break a spellbinder. And so it breaks the curse to make the ice wolves go in. And her daughter, the priestess's daughter, was actually in a tower. So one of the boys was like, Rapunzel, let down your hair. And she shouts down, I heard that. Like she threw a shovel or something, or a chair. She goes, I heard that. I was like, what? And then the ice wolves were there. Tyler finds about Riker being an absolute retard. Not a retard, should I say. Not a retard. Mistakable. He decided to pretend to like her. He says that he likes her, but she doesn't believe it one bit. She thinks that he did it on purpose to gain closer to her, to know more about her, and know to find the whereabouts of Alex, because the Snow Queen wants him. But with that situation as well, we also find out that Tala is slowly learning more of her powers. We don't know how far her powers can go, but it's really, really intriguing to see what's going to happen in it. And then there's also a character called Cheshire. I don't mean to stay quiet. I'm like trying to memorize it all throughout. Like each chapter was definitely good. I do like it. At the end, it definitely feels like there's going to be, obviously there's going to be a book 2 because it says book 1 on it. Like with it's a combination of another book, there's going to be another book because it has book 1. And I'm really looking forward to it because this has got combinations of different fairy tales, and I really like that. at the end they get to the castle and they find these people iced up. They find an Iger that was iced up, and they're like, why would she ice her own companion thing? And she tries to almost kill them. They think they got rid of her, but they actually didn't. They survived, and Riker, at the little prodigy, we find out that kept the Firebird, saved him, so the Firebird is now against Riker, and the Firebird is now with Riker and the Ice Queen, because they thought that they pretty much think the Firebird disappeared or gone, but we find out that Riker actually saved it, so now the Firebird is now in debt to him, but in the end, and that's what we have time for. Okay, so we do know that there's going to be a second book, guys, so I cannot wait for this one. So this one was good. So what do you think of this book? Have you read it yet? Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time for next year's books. It's going to be quite interesting. I'll tell you why later on. Bye bye guys for now. See you later.